So I often get asked, what's the difference between successful wholesalers that end up getting their first deal and making a ton of money in this business and the wholesalers that seem to struggle, or the wholesalers that just can't get any success or any traction in their life, right? And really, this is a lesson for life, right? How are some people able to have all this money, the fame, the girls, the whip, and some people just struggle to get that, right? What makes somebody the best basketball player of all time versus like someone who's struggling, right? And this is always coming down to something that not a lot of people starting out understand, but this is, you don't have to be the smartest person. And what I found is the most successful wholesalers in life, really the most successful people in general, aren't going to be the most analytical, intelligent, smart, especially when it comes to wholesaling real estate, right? And being smart doesn't make you richer at all. The one trait that I can tell you that is going to make you the most money in this business is going to be some sort of crazy delusion to belief in yourself. Now, you can call this a lot of things. Some people call it confidence. Some people call it conviction. Really, it's just a belief in yourself and a belief in what you're doing. And what I can tell you, and this is a uncomfortable statement for many, but there are wholesalers who are way dumber than you, making way more money in wholesaling real estate, and you believe like, how is this idiot making all this money wholesaling real estate and I'm struggling? I'm way smarter than him. And you probably have friends, if you're old enough, that are making a lot of money and you're way smarter than them, right? Well, why did they get the cool girl? Why did they get the cool whip and not me? And the truth and really the fundamental here is they just believed in themselves in a strange and probably delusional way. And what I mean by this is just believing in yourself, just the act of doing that. Not a lot of intelligent or smart people go all in on that trait. And the best wholesalers aren't the ones who are the most analytical. They're not the ones who go and study everything and get the systems and the marketing and then the zip codes all perfectly right and calculating and those aren't the richest, most successful wholesalers. The ones that end up, they go on the podcast with me, they talk with me, those people just believed in themselves and they did it. And this is me. I'm not talking about those people, but like, why did I go so well starting out? I was dumb enough to believe that I could do it, right? That's the thing. Like the successful wholesalers are dumb enough where they believe, hey, this crazy thing I'm doing, it's going to work out. Let me just go all in and try it. And so what I say can be really offensive to you or motivate you to just start doing, right? Just doing the thing, right? And this is coming down to just believing in yourself. And because you believe in yourself, you're going to do what you need to do, right? There's no smart, analytical way to run 20 miles, right? Like if you're really, really intelligent, you're still gonna have to run 20 miles versus if you're not. And the truth is, the people that run the 20 miles just say, I'm just gonna go. I don't think about it. I'm just go into it, right? And this is the way that you need to do to become successful, right? Having that conviction, that belief that, hey, this crazy, insane thing I'm doing, it's nuts. I don't know this Zach guy. Why is he screaming at me on the internet? This is all a little weird and crazy, but I'm just going to do it. I believe in what he says. I believe him, and I think I can do the same thing. And it's a little delusional to think that probably, but you need that delusion, right? Like Kobe Bryant had that delusion that he's going to be the best basketball player of all time. If a 6-year-old comes up to me and says he's going to be the best basketball player of all time, it's going to be very hard for me. Like, you're better than LeBron, Kobe, Michael Jordan, right? Like, come on, bro. But like, Kobe Bryant was the same kid that everyone said that it's going to be the best basketball player of all time. But he ended up being one of the best basketball players of all time because he was delusional in it, right? But he backed up his words with actions. And you have to be that crazy where you have to believe that you are going to get rich wholesaling. And if you actually truly believe you're going to, there's nothing stopping you from becoming a success in wholesaling real estate. And you just got to do it. And so my plea for everybody watching this is the simple act of believing in yourself. The simple act of thinking that, hey, I can actually do this. If I go out here and just pull a list, just like Zach says, and I put sticky notes in the house, just like Zach says, and I just talk to enough sellers, I'm going to have somebody that wants to sell the property. I write up a contract with them, and I sell it to a cash buyer and make $15,000 a check in my hand. Why doing this part-time? You have to be a little crazy delusional to actually believe in this. But that's how this country was founded, right? Look at the United States of America, we got the flag right there. It's a little delusional to think that, George Washington and the army could beat the British, right? Like England, like come on, like they had the greatest navy of all time, the greatest army at the time. You have to be a little crazy, a little delusional to think that you can win. But that's how this country was founded. This is how the greatest entrepreneurs of all time have done it. And this is the same way you have to do it. That's how the greatest athletes of all time have done their stuff. They just believed in themselves. And this is what I'm asking you to do. Just go out here and just think, I can do it. It's not like that you don't have the information. Like you got this channel, you got freewholesaling.com. That's not the thing stopping you. The only thing stopping you is yourself. You are going out here and convincing yourself that you can't become a success in this business. It drives me crazy. So the simple act of believing in yourself, and the extra thing I'm going to tell you here, which is 100% committing to the vision, the mission that you have set yourself out to. And so what is this mission? What is this vision that you have for yourself? Well, I would say for most people, this vision should be making $100,000 in wholesaling real estate, or, at least taking care of your family or just getting your first deal. Make that your mission. That is it. That is climbing the Mount Everest, if you will, or the mountain. How do you climb a mountain? You start. That's how you do it, right? Like there's nothing crazy about this concept. There's nothing crazy about this. Just believe that you can, and I promise you, you will do it. You will do it if you just show up every single day and do it. I was delusional, and it worked out well. I was delusional to think I can make millions of dollars wholesaling real estate when I set that for my goal, and here I am. I was delusional in thinking that I could get my first deal by putting bandit signs out there. It takes a lot of craziness to go out here, and I was delusional thinking that I can do a full-time cold calling while I was in my dorm room in college. It just takes some level of delusion, but really it's that conviction and that belief in yourself. And this all comes down to you believing in yourself to get rich. The problem is I see so many wholesalers, they say they believe, oh, Zach, I believe, but they don't, right? You get this thrown off like impostor syndrome, and people think, I'm an imposter. I'm not an actual real, I'm not really going to be successful, but I'm going to say I am just to try it out. You can't do that. It's, I hear this term all the time, and I do tell people who decide to go all in on wholesaling or not. I'm like, you can't be half pregnant, right? Like you just can't be a little pregnant. Like you're either pregnant or you're not. Like that's how, having a baby works. And in wholesaling, you just can't have a little belief. It's either you completely believe you can do it, believe you're helping the seller out, and believe that you providing a cash offer is the right solution to the seller to actually have success. That is what you have to believe. If you do not believe it, and you don't believe that this eventually doing it every single time is going to get you successful, if you don't believe that exactly to a T, you, I promise you, will not get results. So either you're pregnant or you're not. That's it. I know that's a weird thing to say, and yeah, maybe that's Zach's weird analogy for the day, but you can't be half all in on your belief. You just can't believe a little bit. You have to either be all in on your belief or just get out of here. All right, so have your heart in this or have your heart out. You can't put one foot in and think you can. It's not how this works. So let's go down this, right? So like a lot of people have this impostor where they don't believe they're actually helping the seller out. They think everyone should go through a realtor. And if you think everyone should go through a dumb, broke realtor that doesn't do anything except gets Botox every single day and drives their Mercedes-Benz, they put it on the MLS and do it. And I get all, I'm a realtor, I do more. You know, I do my realtor trolls all the time. And I would say this, and I'm saying this nicely, about 2% of all realtors actually do their value of what they should be doing. I truly believe over 90% of realtors shouldn't be getting paid even close to what they're doing, but they probably should. Like the average realtor's making 40 grand a year. That's probably that's about the value that they give. The ones that make millions, they do deserve it. And I have always said that. And the only hate I ever get from realtors are the ones that make less than 50 grand a year. So let that sink in before you type your angry realtor comment. But if you really believe a realtor is the best option, like you shouldn't be wholesaling. Like, it's like being a vegetarian and being a butcher. Like you don't believe in what you're selling. But you should know that you are helping sellers out in situations. It's like it's any situation. Like you got used car salesmen, things like that. Like, yeah, you're getting less trading in your car, but overall, it's a service. And the seller agrees to it, who sells the car, and you agree it, and everyone knows you're making money. That's okay. Speed and convenience for the cash sale on this piece of real estate. And so that imposter of you thinking that, yeah, I'm really screwing the seller. If you really think you're screwing a seller, get out of wholesaling. Like, I don't even want you in here. That is not what this business is about. And so the simple act of believing you can do it is another thing, right? A lot of people believe that they can't do it or they actually can't go out here and become successful. If you don't believe you can do this, get out of here. If you don't believe you're helping the seller out, get out of here. If you don't believe in the words you're saying that, hey, this is the last imposter syndrome. People believe that they're lying to a seller by saying that, me and my partner are looking to buy a couple houses for cash. Are you kidding me? You don't believe that you and your partner, like if you have a cash buyer who has $2 million in the bank that has bought from wholesalers before, you don't believe that you and your partner can go out here and buy it. Like people buy houses with partners all the time. Like it's the simplest one's a married couple, right? So technically if John Smith buys your house, Sarah Smith is married to John. That's the other partner that has to sign on it, but you didn't meet with the partner. I signed the deal. I send it over, send it to my partner, cash buyer. Boom, you're partnered on the deal, right? You're on the HUD together. And so, yeah, you could say you buy houses for cash. Don't say that if you don't have the cash for it. Say, hey, me and my partner are looking to buy some houses for cash. That's it. As long as you do that, you're fine. You're good to go. And so for every wholesaler watching this, create the standard. Create the standard of what you want in your life and start working towards that standard. If you're dumb enough to actually believe you can do this and get rich wholesaling, you can be like every other successful wholesaler that you look up to or see on the internet. The ones that actually do deals, the ones that actually are successful, they believe in their heart that they can get rich. They believe in their heart that they can actually do this and really make a change in their life. But if you don't believe it, you're never going to do it. And you just have to show up every single day and still believe. Like Santa Claus, if you believe in him, he's going to go, right? But just keep taking your shots. If you're struggling right now and you're going all in and you still haven't gotten that deal, you just got to keep shooting. Eventually keep shooting the shot, it's going to go in the net. So guys, let me know what you think. Do you really believe you can go all in on wholesaling, or are you just half believing? I want this video to be a message to you guys that you need to go all in on your belief. You have no other option. You have to go all in. You have to become the success for your family. This is a now or never. You have to become a success for yourself. Your future self is counting on you. What are you going to do? Are you going to fumble the bag or go all in and become a success? I decided to go all in myself, and see my life. See the other people that I help out a lot and they're rich wholesalers. You're the next one. Just believe in yourself. So guys, you got any value? I got a free wholesaling course. It's called freewholesaling.com. Make sure you like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. This is Zach In signing out. Have a blessed one.